This is not a coincidence. You were brought here for a reason. You feel it in your spirit, don't you? Something is calling you, something bigger than you, something beyond what you can see. Not everyone will hear this message, but you, the chosen one, must. You were meant to hear this warning today. This is your awakening, and it's happening now. You're not just here by chance. God is calling you, and this moment, this very moment, is pivotal. If you ignore this call, you risk spiritual delay. You risk missing the purpose you were meant to fulfill. Divine discipline is not far behind. But if you embrace this moment, if you listen with your heart, everything will change. This is your warning. This is your awakening. This is your moment. The world will never be the same. If this resonates with you, if your spirit is stirring, then it's time to declare your alignment. Subscribe now, because by subscribing, you're sealing this moment. You are acknowledging that you are the chosen one. Like this video, share it, and comment below. Let the world know that you are awake, that you are answering the divine call. Don't sit in silence. Participate in this awakening. Every action you take brings you closer to the divine plan. You are not here by mistake. You, the chosen one, are not like the others. Your soul has been marked long before you even understood it. You may have spent much of your life feeling like an outsider, struggling to find your place, questioning your purpose. But today, all of that changes. The truth is, you are part of a divine plan, a much greater story than the one you've been living. The chosen ones are not random. They are souls set apart by a higher calling. From the moment of your birth, there was a divine purpose written for you. This moment you're experiencing right now, it is the beginning of your awakening to that truth. But here's what you need to understand. The world around you is shifting. Unseen forces are at work, and they are moving swiftly. What you feel inside, that restlessness, that stirring, is the universe preparing you for the role you were always meant to play. The chaos, the confusion, the battles you faced, they were never in vain. They were part of your preparation. You've always known there was something more, haven't you? You felt different. The loneliness, the doubts, the internal conflict, it wasn't just a phase. It was God's way of calling you into something greater. You may have questioned why others didn't understand, why your path was filled with struggles that seemed unique to you. Now you know why. It's because you are chosen. But let me tell you this, the time for questioning is over. It's time for you to embrace the purpose that has always been there. The world will not wait for you to catch up. Those around you may not understand, but you have to rise above that. You are being called to something higher, something that others may not see or comprehend. What you are about to hear will be life-changing. You have felt the divine stirring within you, and today you will discover why. You will uncover truths that have been hidden from many. Today, you will hear what others are not ready to hear. This is no longer about your struggles or your confusion. This is about embracing the truth of who you are. It's time to walk into your divine destiny, to stop looking back at what has been and focus on what is ahead. The waiting is over. The awakening is here. God is calling you now. Not later, not next week, not in a few months when you feel more ready. Now, this moment is not an accident. It is a divine appointment, and you must hear the call. You may have wondered, at times, why everything feels out of place. Why you can't shake this nagging feeling, this inner stirring that calls you to something more. That's because you are not like everyone else. You are not just another soul wandering through life. You are part of something far greater. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not ordinary. This is the first truth you must embrace today. God has seen you. He has watched you struggle. He has witnessed every tear, every question, every moment of confusion. And in His eyes, you have always been chosen. But hear this, ignoring His call will not leave you in peace. The unrest you feel inside, the dissatisfaction, the spiritual emptiness, the anxiety, all of that is the result of not fully answering the call. God has called you to rise, to awaken, to step into your purpose. But if you choose to ignore this calling, there will be consequences. Divine correction will follow. There will be no peace in your spirit. You will continue to feel lost, disconnected, and empty. This is the warning. It is a sacred warning, and it is meant to bring you closer to the truth. Something is coming. Few see it, few hear it, but you must prepare. The world is shifting, and those who remain asleep will be left behind. You cannot afford to stay in the shadows of your own potential. It's time for you to step forward into the light. You've already felt it, haven't you? The stirring in your heart, the strange restlessness that pulls at your spirit in the quiet moments. You've had dreams that seem too vivid to be just dreams, haven't you? You've had experiences that left you wondering, is this a sign? Yes, it is. Every small encounter, every strange feeling, every whisper in your soul is a sign that God is preparing you for what's ahead. These are not coincidences. These are divine nudges, urging you to wake up and walk in your purpose. But the key is to listen, to pay attention, to stop running from the divine guidance that is always present, even in the midst of your confusion. You are being awakened, and it's time to rise. You cannot live like everyone else. The chosen ones have a higher calling. You cannot get distracted by the noise of this world. You cannot give in to the same fears, the same doubts, or the same limitations that others do. You are called to be different, to stand apart, to shine brighter. This is where the battle lies. Every time you resist the calling, every time you ignore the divine whisper, you are choosing to stay in the comfortable shadows. But comfort has never led to greatness. You will never reach your full potential by staying where you are. You are being called to rise, to embrace what is being shown to you, to trust the stirring in your heart. Even when you don't fully understand it, there will be moments of doubt. Yes, there will be moments when the world questions you. But this is your path. You must walk it, no matter how unfamiliar it may feel. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not ordinary. The time to step into your divine destiny is now. The choice is yours. Will you heed the call? Will you answer the divine invitation to rise up and walk in the fullness of your purpose? Or will you continue to ignore the divine stirring and live in the shadows? The truth is, the world needs you. The divine purpose within you is needed now. More than ever, the awakening of the chosen ones is not just for personal transformation. It is for the world, and you have a part to play in that. The path ahead will not be easy, but it will be worth it. God is with you every step of the way. Trust that He will lead you, guide you, and equip you. You are not alone. You are not walking in your own strength. Divine power is within you, and it's waiting to be unleashed. But you must act now. You must listen. You must prepare. The time to awaken is here. There is no more waiting. Now that you understand the urgency, it's time to take action. Your awakening cannot simply remain in the realm of ideas. It has to become a daily practice, a commitment that starts today. The first step, and the most important one, is a prayer of surrender. It is simple but profound. Every day, begin with this prayer. Lord, I surrender myself to your will. I let go of my fears, my doubts, and my desires. I choose your path above all others. Lead me, guide me, and awaken the purpose you have set for me. This prayer doesn't need to be long or complicated. It's a declaration, a surrender, a trust in God's plan. And you must pray it with intention every morning before you do anything else. Next, you must fast or engage in some form of discipline. Now, I'm not saying that you must fast for days on end, but a simple discipline, whether it's fasting from food for a short time or choosing to refrain from a habit or addiction that has held you back, will open up a space for God to move in your life. Fasting is not just about food. It's about detaching from worldly distractions and drawing closer to the divine. Start small. Perhaps you fast for a day, or you give up something that consumes your time and attention, like social media. Use this time to draw closer to God, to hear His voice more clearly. Each moment you dedicate to this discipline brings you closer to the purpose that's been set for you. In addition to fasting, silence and solitude with God are crucial. The world is full of noise, the demands of life, the distractions, the confusion. You must learn to step away from all of it, to enter a space where you can hear only God's voice. It's in that silence that you will feel His presence most profoundly. Every day, set aside time, even if it's just 15 minutes, to sit in silence. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, let go of everything that weighs on you, and listen. You may not hear anything in that moment, but the stillness itself will speak to your soul. It will prepare you for what's ahead. Journaling divine nudges is another powerful practice. As you engage in prayer, silence, and fasting, write down the thoughts, dreams, feelings, or signs you receive from God. Often, we ignore the subtle nudges of the Spirit because they don't seem significant enough. But when we write them down, we begin to see the patterns. Keep a journal. Write in it every day. Don't judge what comes out. Just let the words flow. This act of journaling connects you to the divine. It allows you to track your progress, reflect on your thoughts, and, most importantly, acknowledge the nudges God is giving you. Now let's talk about daily actions. These are the practical steps that will keep you aligned with your divine purpose. Every morning, wake up with intention. You must decide when your eyes open what kind of day you will have. Will it be filled with distractions, worries, and aimless motions? Or will you choose to make it a day of purpose and direction? Today, I will walk with purpose. Today, I will listen for God's voice. This should be your mindset. Start your day with clarity. Set your intentions. Ask God to guide you every step of the way. You must also cut off distractions. These distractions come in many forms. It might be the phone that pulls you into endless scrolling, or the negative people who fill your space with doubt. Whatever it is, it must go. You cannot afford to waste precious time. If you are serious about answering the call, you must protect your peace, your time, and your energy when distractions come. And they will. Stay alert for divine signs. The more you cut off the noise, the more you will see the signs that God is placing in front of you. He will show you the next step, the door to walk through, the people you need to connect with. But you can only see these things if you're paying attention. Do it today, not tomorrow. Every moment you delay is a moment that could bring divine favor or divine correction. Your obedience today will set the course for tomorrow. When you take action, even in small ways, you align yourself with breakthroughs. Every small step of faith will lead you closer to the purpose God has for you. This is not just about spiritual practices. It's about building momentum. Your obedience today sets the stage for the next chapter of your life. One step, then the next, then the next. Soon, the steps you take will lead to massive breakthroughs. Remember, even the smallest act of obedience can bring monumental change. If you are willing to step out in faith, to surrender your will and your life to God's purpose, you will see doors open that you never thought possible. Let me share with you a story that might sound familiar to your own life. There was a man who felt the stirring long before he understood it. He knew deep down he was called to something greater, but he kept ignoring it. He drowned out the whispers of God with busyness, with excuses, with distractions. He told himself, "I'll do it tomorrow. I'll obey when I'm ready. I'll follow when things settle down." But tomorrow never came, and the more he resisted, the heavier his spirit became. His life looked fine on the outside, but inside he was empty. He had money, but no peace. He had friends, but no true connection. He laughed at parties, but when he lay in bed at night, the silence screamed louder than anything. His soul was restless. His spirit was aching. He was chosen, but he chose delay, and the delay led to despair. That's what happens when you ignore the call. You feel the weight of it. You sense the emptiness. You know deep down that something is missing, but you can't escape it. That man lived in that storm for years until one day he realized that peace would never come until he surrendered. But by then, years had been wasted. Now let me tell you another story. A woman who also felt the stirring. She had the same doubts, the same fears, the same loneliness that you have known. She asked herself the same questions. Why do I feel so different? Why is my path so hard? Why do I feel like no one else understands me? But when the moment came, when the divine whispers spoke clearly, she didn't hesitate. She obeyed immediately. She prayed the prayer of surrender. She let go of what was comfortable. She stepped away from the people who mocked her She embraced the silence that others avoided. And almost instantly, doors began to open. Opportunities appeared where there had been none. Peace replaced her restlessness. Even in storms, she felt light surrounding her. It wasn't that her life became easy. Far from it. She still faced rejection. She still walked through trials. But every step she took in obedience drew her closer to breakthrough. Every tear watered the soil of her destiny. And soon, what once looked like a barren desert became a garden of favor. Do you see the difference? One ignored the call, and his life became emptiness. The other obeyed immediately, and her life became breakthrough. This is the choice every chosen one faces. And now, this is the choice standing in front of you. You felt it already. The storms, the rejection, the loneliness, the questions that keep you up at night. You've wondered why your life seems harder than those around you. Why you can't seem to blend in. Why your path feels heavier. It's because you are chosen. Chosen ones are set apart. And being set apart means you can't live the same as others. It means you will face rejection where others are accepted. It means you will feel storms more intensely because the enemy knows your potential. But it also means your destiny carries a weight of glory that others will never touch. This is why your journey has been so hard. This is why you've faced betrayal, heartbreak, and loss. Not because you are cursed, but because you are chosen. God has been preparing you, refining you, shaping you. The fire was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to purify you. When you finally accept this truth, when you finally embrace your identity as the chosen one, everything changes. Suddenly, the storms make sense. The rejection feels like redirection. The loneliness becomes sacred space with God, and the pain transforms into power. Your story is not one of defeat. It is one of awakening. You've been tested, you've been refined, and you've been prepared for this very moment. And just like the woman who obeyed immediately, you will see breakthroughs when you choose to answer the call. This is not just her story. This is your story. This is your moment. And you must decide, will you continue to live in delay, like the man who wasted years in emptiness, or will you obey immediately, like the woman who stepped into divine favor and transformation? The choice is before you, and your spirit already knows the answer. This is where the revelation deepens. What you are stepping into is not ordinary. What lies before you is a season unlike anything you have walked through before. The doors that once seemed closed will begin to open. The opportunities that once felt impossible will start to unfold. But you must understand this. With every open door comes responsibility. With every new season comes testing. You are moving into a new season of divine favor. Favor that will not make sense to others. Favor that will place you in positions you never thought you could reach. Favor that will turn your pain into platforms and your trials into testimonies. This is not just chance. This is not luck. This is divine alignment. But hear me, as favor increases, so will the fight. The distractions will multiply. The temptations will intensify. You will be tested right after this message. Watch for it. The enemy does not want you awake. He does not want you rising into the fullness of your calling. He will send confusion. He will send people who try to pull you back into old habits, old fears, old cycles. This is why your awareness must stay sharp. Your spirit must remain alert. Not everything that looks good is from God. Not every open door is divine. You must discern. You must test the spirits. You must lean on God's wisdom like never before. But do not fear. Even when storms rise, divine covering is upon you. You will not walk alone. You will not face the battle in your own strength. God Himself goes before you, and His hand of protection rests upon you. You are shielded. You are guarded. You are sustained. And here is the truth you must embrace. Your life will disturb some. When you rise, others will resist. When your light shines, some will feel exposed. When your favor flows, jealousy will follow. But don't misinterpret this. Their reaction proves the shift is real. Their rejection confirms your awakening. Their resistance is evidence of your elevation. Some will admire you. Some will hate you. Some will be drawn to you like magnets. Others will cut you off. But through it all, you must remain steady. Do not let their opinions sway you. Do not let their rejection wound you. Your path is not for them to validate. It is for you to walk boldly. This is the cost of being chosen. To be chosen is to carry both favor and fire. To be chosen is to walk through seasons others could not endure. To be chosen is to stand tall when everything around you tries to break. You dot, and yet, through it all, your destiny remains sealed. The promise is still alive. The calling is still intact, and the glory waiting ahead far outweighs the trials behind. So I say it again, don't ignore, don't delay, don't doubt. Every moment you hesitate is a moment lost. Every time you question your worth, you weaken your walk. Every time you put off obedience, you push away blessing. God is calling you to immediate action, to immediate faith, to immediate obedience. You cannot afford to wait until the timing feels right. You cannot wait for perfect circumstances. You must act in the imperfection, in the uncertainty, in the storm. That is faith. You will see doors open. You will see favor fall. You will see destiny unfold, but only if you step forward now. This is your test. This is your moment. This is your awakening. And as you rise, remember this. Storms may come, but they cannot consume you. Distractions may try, but they cannot derail you. People may resist, but they cannot reverse what God has ordained. You are chosen, and nothing in heaven or on earth can change that. Don't ignore. Don't delay. Don't doubt. This is your call to rise. This is your warning. This is your divine moment. Now let's turn to the reward, because obedience always carries reward. Answering the call is not just about sacrifice. It is about stepping into blessings that few will ever touch. When you say yes, when you surrender, when you align, the benefits are beyond what you can imagine. The first reward is inner peace like never before. The restlessness you've carried for years begins to fade. The sleepless nights, the anxious thoughts, the constant searching for something more. It all settles when you walk in obedience. There is a calm that nothing in this world can imitate. peace flows through your spirit like a river. Even in storms, you feel anchored. Even in chaos, you feel steady. The second reward is favor in relationships and opportunities. Doors open that once seemed impossible. People enter your life who carry answers, support, and divine connection. Opportunities appear that you could not have orchestrated on your own. Suddenly, the path ahead begins to clear. The confusion lifts, and you find yourself walking in alignment with God's perfect timing. The third reward is stronger spiritual authority. When you walk in obedience, your voice carries weight. Your prayers begin to shift atmospheres. Your presence brings peace to others. People will notice something different about you, not because of what you say, but because of what you carry. This is divine authority, birthed out of obedience. Let these affirmations settle into your spirit. You will rise. You will be sustained. You will overflow. You will not lack. You will not fall. You will not be abandoned. Every step you take in obedience strengthens your foundation. Every moment you choose alignment multiplies your blessings. But let us also look at the contrast. What happens if you ignore the call emptiness, confusion, delay when you resist? Obedience. The restlessness grows louder. The dissatisfaction intensifies. You wander, searching for meaning, but never finding it. You chase opportunities, but they slip away. You build relationships, but they collapse under the weight of misalignment. Ignoring the call is costly. Obedience, on the other hand, births abundance. It births clarity. It births breakthrough. The rewards of obedience far outweigh the struggle of surrender. So I say to you again, awaken and live. Awaken and shine. Awaken and lead. These are not just words. They are prophetic declarations. They are invitations to rise into the fullness of who you are. Awaken and live. For your life is not meant to be ordinary. Awaken and shine. For your light is needed in the darkness. Awaken and lead. For others are waiting on your obedience. Every yes you give to God echoes through eternity. Every act of obedience ripples far beyond what you can see. You are not just aligning your own life. You are shifting the lives of those around you. Your obedience becomes a beacon for others. You will rise. You will be sustained. You will overflow. These are not empty promises. These are divine guarantees when you walk in alignment. And the beauty is this: it doesn't require perfection. It only requires surrender. The rewards are waiting. The blessings are near. The peace, the favor, the authority, they are all within reach. But the key lies in your choice. Obedience unlocks them. Delay shuts them. So choose obedience. Choose surrender. Choose awakening. And watch as your life begins to overflow with divine peace, divine favor, and divine power. Awaken and live. Awaken and shine. Awaken and lead. Now that you understand the importance of obedience and the rewards that come with it, let's dive into the practical steps you must take each day to align with your divine purpose. These are the rituals, the habits, and the actions that will help you stay grounded, focused, and spiritually awakened. Morning alignment ritual every day. You must begin with intention. The morning sets the tone for everything that follows. When you wake up, you must decide to align your spirit with God's will. Begin with a moment of quiet surrender. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and pray this simple prayer. Lord, I surrender my day to you. I ask that you lead me, guide me, and show me your will. Help me hear your voice today, and may my actions bring glory to your name. This is your morning alignment ritual. It doesn't take long, but it is powerful. As soon as you wake, let your first thoughts be about God. Let your first actions be to align with Him. This small act of surrender, done first thing in the morning, sets your heart on the right path. You will be amazed at how much smoother your day will unfold when you begin with divine alignment. Midday pause and recalibration world is full of distractions. As you move through your day, it's easy to get swept up in the noise, the demands, the busyness, but you must make it a point to pause. At midday, no matter what is happening around you, take a moment to recalibrate. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Remind yourself of the divine purpose you've set out to fulfill. Reconnect with God in that moment. Ask yourself, am I still aligned with my purpose? Have I gotten distracted? What do I need to refocus on? This midday recalibration is crucial. It gives you the strength to push through the second half of the day with clarity and purpose. Don't let the busyness of life pull you away from your divine calling. A few minutes of reflection can change the course of your entire day. Evening reflection at the end of your day, you must reflect. This is the time to look back at how you spent your day, to evaluate your actions, and to see where you succeeded and where you need growth. Take a moment of silence. Review the day, the choices you made, the opportunities you missed, the ways you felt God's presence. Did you act in obedience? Did you listen to His voice? Did you resist the distractions? This is your evening reflection. As you reflect, ask God to show you areas where you need improvement. Pray, Lord, I thank you for the day. I recognize the areas where I missed your guidance. Help me grow in those areas. Help me obey more fully tomorrow. This practice of evening reflection strengthens your spiritual muscles. It helps you build on your victories and learn from your mistakes. Every day is a new opportunity to get closer to your divine purpose. Recognizing divine nudges of the most important skills you can develop is the ability to recognize divine nudges. These are the subtle promptings of God, the whispers of the Spirit that guide you along your path. They might come in the form of an idea, a feeling, or even a sudden thought. To recognize these nudges, you must slow down and listen. They are often quiet, gentle, and easy to miss if you are rushing through life. But the more you practice stillness, the more attuned you will become to these divine whispers. When you feel a nudge, pause and ask yourself, is this God speaking to me? Is this divine guidance? Trust what you feel. Trust the peace that comes with the nudge. And when you sense the Spirit is leading you, act immediately. Every act of obedience, no matter how small, is a step closer to your destiny. Resisting distractions in this world. Distractions are everywhere, from your phone to your emails, to the endless stream of information. It's easy to get sidetracked. But as the chosen one, you cannot afford to let distractions pull you away from your divine calling. Here's a step-by-step method to resist distractions, set boundaries, limit your time on social media, emails, and other distractions. Create designated times for work and rest. Prioritize, focus on the tasks that align with your purpose. Let go of anything that does not serve your higher calling. Stay in the present. Practice mindfulness. Don't let your thoughts wander to the past or the future. Focus on the present moment and how you can serve God right now. Stay accountable. Surround yourself with people who encourage your spiritual growth. Let them help you stay focused and aligned. This is how you resist distractions. This is how you protect your time, your energy, and your calling. Every small act of obedience builds momentum, remember? Every small act of obedience builds momentum. You may not see the results immediately, but don't let that discourage you. Each time you choose God's will over your own, you are laying the foundation for greater things ahead. Don't expect instant results. Just as a seed takes time to grow, your obedience will gradually manifest in your life. But don't grow weary. Stay faithful. Keep moving forward. Every act of obedience, no matter how small, is a step toward your breakthrough. This is your spiritual training ground. Don't waste it. This is your spiritual training ground. Everything you face, every decision, every moment of obedience is a part of your preparation for what's ahead. You are being trained, refined, and shaped for something bigger. But you cannot waste this time. You cannot afford to take your calling lightly. Every day, every choice, every prayer, every action matters. You are being prepared for something great. Don't waste your training. Embrace it. Commit to it. Step into your divine destiny, one small step at a time. The message has been spoken. The warning has been delivered. And now you stand at the threshold of choice. This is not about tomorrow. This is not about someday in the distant future. This is about now. Your awakening is happening now. God has been whispering, nudging, stirring your spirit for too long for you to ignore it any longer. This is why you are here. This is why your heart feels heavy with both urgency and hope. You are not watching by accident. You are not listening by coincidence. You are here because you are chosen. You've always known it. Deep down, you felt different. You've carried the weight of isolation, the sting of rejection, the pain of walking a harder path than those around you. But all of that was preparation. Every storm, every battle, every sleepless night was shaping you for this exact moment. And now the call is clear. Awaken. This is your moment. Don't let it pass. Don't allow fear to hold you back. Don't allow distractions to blind you. Don't let the comfort of delay steal the destiny waiting for you. The time is now. The door is open. The voice of God is calling you forward. And as you step forward, know this: you are safe. You are covered. You are destined. The storms may rise, but they cannot consume you. The darkness may press in, but it cannot overcome you. The enemy may try to resist, but he cannot erase what God has written over your life. You are chosen. You are marked. You are called. You are sealed. So hear this declaration over your life. From this moment forward, your awakening is sealed. From this moment forward, your destiny is set in motion. From this moment forward, Heaven and earth record your alignment. You have been marked by God, and no force on earth can undo it. Do not ignore. Do not delay. Do not doubt. The call is urgent. The call is now. And the choice is yours. Stand boldly. Walk in faith. Step into obedience. And watch as your life unfolds into the divine plan that has always been waiting for you. And now, I leave you with this charge. Declare your alignment. Don't keep silent. Seal your awakening by acting now. Engage with this message. Subscribe to this channel as your public declaration of alignment. Comment below and speak it into existence. I am chosen. I am awake. I am aligned. Share this message with others so the light spreads further, so others who are chosen may hear the call to. This is your prophetic act. This is your declaration. This is your awakening. Remember, you are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not ordinary. You are chosen.